Hello, I am Citizen Sleeve, and welcome to another spoiler-free movie review. If you have any suggestions for movies or TV shows you'd like me to review in the future, please chuck them in the comments. I shall have a gander and add them to those I've already garnered from you fine folks. If you enjoy my content, please consider subbing to the channel and spreading the word. It helps the channel no end and is most appreciated. Right then, on to the review. Outside the Wire is a sci-fi action thriller exclusive to Netflix and released on January 2021. It's directed by Mikael Håfström, who also directed a pretty decent horror film 1408, along with The Right, Escape Plan and Derailed, so he has some experience in the action genre. The film's setup is quite simple. The year is 2036 and there's a conflict taking place in the Ukraine, much like in reality, between American and Russian forces involving rebel and terrorist groups. The Russian rebels are led by our central antagonist and guy who obviously sounds like the leader of a generic Russian rebel group, Viktor Koval, played by Pilo Absek. I probably murdered that name. Who you also may know as Euron Greyjoy from Game of Thrones. He wants to find unused Russian missile silos so he can launch nukes at the US. The central protagonist is Lieutenant Thomas Harp, played by Damson Idris, a young military drone pilot who supports troops on the ground by identifying and eliminating targets. He disobeys a direct order of his commanding officer, but saves the lives of almost all the soldiers he was supporting due to that decision. The movie makes a point of indicating his detachment and lack of emotion in regard to the ground troops, as he's supporting without any prior experience of live fire situations. Lieutenant Harp is almost court-martialed for his disobedience, but is instead sent to Colonel Eckhart, played by Michael Kelly, who assigns him to the top-secret Captain Leo, played by Anthony Mackie. Captain Leo immediately reveals he's a fourth-generation military android officer, and the pair are tasked with stopping the potential nuclear attack. By comparison to Lieutenant Harp's colder and more emotionless demeanour, Mackie's Captain Leo is, for an android, far more quick-witted, snappy, and embraces emotion more fully. The obvious opposition of a lack of human emotion against the android's programmed and developed sentient emotions. That's as far as I'll discuss the initial narrative setup. Suffice to say, Lieutenant Harp's character in particular has the clearest character development. Outside the Wire is trying to be a social commentary on America's role in the world, the possibility of modern nuclear war, and a human's robotic lack of emotions against a robotic human's ever-developing sentient simulation of emotions. This while also attempting to be an edge-of-your-seat action sci-fi thriller. It ends up achieving neither. Don't get me wrong, the performances are fairly good, the concept is interesting, it has some very good effects, and the action sequences are pretty good here and there. But it all comes across as half-baked and generic. The narrative becomes ever more predictable, as does the obvious ending. The themes it wants us to engage with aren't taken anywhere near far enough and end up falling flat. There are so many movies that do this better. This is just another one that falls into the long line of less than unique and typically generic action flicks without substance on Netflix. So then, I can't recommend Outside the Wire unless you're a huge Anthony Mackie fan or you have Netflix already and want a serviceable 2 hours of action movie to shut off your brain for a while. If you've seen this movie, what did you think? Did you enjoy this particular piece of cinema? What did you like or dislike about it? Talk to me in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you've liked this review, hit that thumbs up. If you dislike the review, hit that thumbs down, and if you really enjoy my stuff, please sub to the channel and spread the word. You can also follow me on most social media platforms and Twitch as Citizen Sleeve. Take it easy, and I shall see you very soon.